go too fast.
Hey guys, so we finally made it to Caffeine Machine, ready for Rustival tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we arrived in one piece in a little mini convoy.
Yeah.
Got Owen and Emily there.
Owen and Emily, there they are. Wave!
And we checked in, we're going to have a look at the cool cars that turned up.
And the coolness of Caffeine Machine.
Yeah.
Check it out!
We're excited.
We're going to start with two very well known and very well loved internet stars. We're going to be talking about the business of starting a YouTube channel and how that can interfere with your passion. So we've got Kitch from UPnDOWN, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and we've also got Lewis from Whiteland Restoration. Say hello, Lewis.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so firstly I'll start with Lewis because I mean, I've watched your channel. I love it because it's very workshoppy. It's very matey. It's like your family in the workshop, really. I almost want to come and have a cup of tea with you. But tell us about how your YouTube channel started and what the ethos is.
The YouTube channel started mainly because Leanne thought it was a good idea.
Brilliant.
And she was like, we should start a YouTube channel and film what we do. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? That seems like a good idea. And that kissed goodbye to every Sunday I've ever had.
Oh, we're going to come on to that. That's how it interferes with life. That really is very, very important. So I want to ask specifically, when you began, did you foresee it becoming part of a business, or was it just for fun?
It was for fun. We started out for fun, and we always just said, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, it's a great catalogue of the things we got up to for our kids.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So let's move on to UPnDOWN then. Kitch, how did this start? Because it's a very different vibe to Whitehall. Tell us how it started and what inspired you.
I bought a Citroen SM.
Right, yeah, it's enough to do that to anybody, really.
Yep.
And did you start the channel because you wanted to share the pain? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I wanted to tell everyone.
Yes.
So no, it was a combination of things really. I used to do a lot of online blogging.
Yeah.
Like on various forums and stuff like that. Just writing about the cars that I was running. And then at the time I bought the SM, I was helping Ian, which is a Hub Nut.
Yep.
You've heard of that one?
Yeah, I know.
He was buying that lump over there. Where is it? Yeah, the exotic machine, Betty, and I helped him bring that over.
Right. Okay.
Because I know my business, I knew a little bit about importing and registration and everything like that.
Important.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. It's just like hanging around him and that. Security.
That's the mosh pit.
Yeah, it's absolutely bouncing. Yeah. Look at this one.
Yeah, it's great. That would be me actually, 50 years ago.
What car is it?
What's that there? What is it? What car you got there?
What's your car, mate?
What car have you got there? Ooh. Now that looks like...
It is a NASCAR, isn't it?
It is. Is that Mazda 626 rally car? No. I can't recognise it. I
think it's a NASCAR.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the bars up the windscreen. Yeah, so yeah, I know. I helped Ian. Yes, all of that. Yeah, I helped him bring that Fairmont over, and I don't know. I just saw him doing it, and if you'd have told me a year, well, like 4 years ago, this is what you'd be doing, I'd have laughed in your face.
Yeah.
Really directly. Yeah, really loudly.
Yeah.
And then here we are. So.
Nice.
It's just sort of same as Lewis, really. It just self-perpetuates. Well, but better than Lewis.
There we go. I knew this would happen. We get two of them on stage together, it's going to kick off, isn't it? So Lewis, was Whitehall restoration the thing before the channel started? That's what I think. I thought to myself, yeah, it's so good. I enjoy watching it so much. I thought, did all this happen at the start together? Or were you already restoring stuff?
I was already restoring stuff. My company, Whiteland Restoration,
Sorry.
pardon me.
Slightly awkward.
Going for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
I've been restoring cars my whole life. My dad was well into it, and I've been. I worked for a company on Dunsfold Aerodrome where Top Gear was. Excellent. Called 355, and we did some really cool cars. Some really expensive Ferraris, really exotic stuff. Some of them worth far more than you could ever imagine. And some really cool one. We were talking about one the other day. Was it a Ferrari shooting brake? Jamiroquai owns it currently. It's kind of green and with a yellow roof. I did some work on that, and it was really cool. So I kind of honed my skills there, and thought I'd just go back to Wales, take it easy a little bit, and yeah, just been trying to build myself a little something going on. Yeah. It's,
and so the inspiration there, so that was a business, and then the YouTube channel came as a bolt-on. Was it started, as you say, for fun, but was there also a kind of marketing element to it?
Yeah, there's always elements, like it always has to portray what we do, kind of thing, and it has helped our business grow massively.
Right.
Not just, I mean, we don't, our channel's not very big, it's only a small channel, just over 12,000 subscribers now, I think.
Yep.
But what we've got now is a 2-year waiting list.
And that's where you make your money?
And that's where we get it.
Yeah.
Mostly, and we started to take in a few products from other people, and you know, the perks.
Yeah, of course.
Shield yourself out, didn't
subscribes. I can't remember what it's called. My brain's broken.
So it's the business that benefited from the channel rather than the channel being the business.
Yes, yeah, definitely. The business
really
is benefited. Yeah. One day we would like to become mostly YouTube, because we've got a shed full of cars that are really cool that we can't get to because work gets in the way. Work always gets in the way.
Yeah.
I've got to crack on with the work, but they've got some really cool Lotuses I'd like to get out and do the restoration, and I've got a Humber Scepter with a BMW 4.4 litre V8 in it. Ooh, which nice. I'd love to drag out and finish the restoration on.
Yeah.
But work is there.
Yeah.
So if YouTube could take off a bit more, and I could slow the work down and bring out the stashed projects, that would be great.
How much time do you spend putting together an average YouTube slot?
A video?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't really plan it, do we? We just kind of we're going to do that, so we're just going to film it, and I tend to edit for 1 day a week.
Yeah.
It takes about a day to make a video.
And it's the editing that takes the time.
It's the editing that takes the time, because we're going to be doing it anyway. To start with, when we first started the channel, we were a bit slow at it, you know, trying to talk to the camera, and that needs another take, and that needs another take, and we're not very good at this. But now we just sort of see the camera as another person, and we just sort of interact with it like we're trying to explain to the camera what we're doing. So it makes it a lot easier that way, and because the camera basically is another person, it's an entire audience, isn't it? Yeah. So we're sort of interacting with the camera like that, and yeah, it's working out all right, I think.
Yeah, that's great. Absolutely brilliant. And I love the team ethos as well. That's three of you were in there doing it.
Yeah, it's definitely
enjoying yourselves.
It's about the family. Yeah, I miss Leanne in the workshop every day. She's now in charge of the merch and shipping out all the stuff that we sell, which is great. Yeah.
Is that a worthwhile pursuit? Is that something that's beginning to make some money for you?
Yeah, it is actually. Good. Yeah, considering the shop's been going not that long, it's really turning over a bit of money. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Kitch, when you started performing for the camera, when you started interacting with the camera, how easy was that transition for you? Was that something you found simple, or was it a bit of a trial?
No, it came very alien to me, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can probably tell by watching them.
Well, no, I think the thing about all of the YouTubers that I speak to is, the thing that I enjoy about them actually is they're all very human. It's very you. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not performed. It's not strained. It's not got some kind of weird persona. It's really.
No, that's it. I couldn't act it out, if I'm honest. I just basically say what I would say if anyone who was there was there.
Yeah.
You know, and I've watched Ian doing it. When I met, one of the things with Ian, it was when we went to pick up Betty from the docks. And I'll never forget it, because we went down to the docks and he was just talking and everything. He goes, right, I've got to do a video a bit now, and he just quickly gets up, pops the thing up, and it didn't matter how grumpy or annoyed, because it was quite stressful because they wouldn't release the car.
Oh.
that was interesting. But yeah, he just suddenly clicked back in his YouTube mode, and he's like, well, now we're in this, and I thought, wow, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know I didn't take to it easily, but then to be fair, Lewis is right. It's kind of like if I'm talking to I say talking to the camera, I talk to my phone.
Yes.
I do get nice comments. Like you do get, there's a real nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trolls online. There's a lot of stuff like that, but there's also a lot of good people. And I just kind of imagine it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talking to a customer or something like that.
So do you fit your YouTube stuff in with your business, or is it fluid? Is it joined up?
It's too joined up. If I'm honest, there's
Okay.
no boundaries, and that's one of the issues I've got. If anyone ever said to me, like, if you run a business and I'm going to thinking of doing a YouTube channel, should I do it? I'd probably say it depends what you're doing, because if you were an IT guy during the day and you wanted to do car videos at night, they're two totally different things.
Yeah, sure.
So there's no crossover, different parts of your life. And what I'm doing is working all day, then working on my own cars in the same place with the same tools and the same Spotify playlists and everything like that. Sometimes I film it and then I go home and I edit it, which is looking at the same place and the same tools and everything. It's just the same thing, and it just goes on and on and on. And there's no boundaries in it. It's quite, that's what I underestimated, is how, not draining is the wrong word, but you're really all in on it.
And it's an intensity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you one-man band? You got a
Yeah,
team?
no, one man. I mean, my wife helps me out.
Yeah.
She said if anyone's had any stickers off me, they've come from her probably.
Yeah.
If the writing's legible on the envelope, it's hers. If it looks like a child did it with a crayon, it's me. But yeah, basically it's just me. I do all that and then I edit when I get home.
And when you started, both of you, did you have any skills? Did you have any editing skills, or is it something you just suck it and see and pick it up as you go along?
I haven't got any now. So,
You have,
I mean, I definitely picked up over time. I picked up some. I watch a lot of YouTube myself, so I see little things other people do, and there's other YouTubers I watch, and I kind of take inspiration a little bit from them. So I don't rip them off. Do I rip them off? Yeah, no, I'll probably rip them off. Yeah, just but if you can do simple things like Whistling Diesel's one I watch, and his editing is very, very simple. It's just real quick cuts in, out, in, and that suits me.
Yeah.
So because it's
really
simple.
Really simple stuff. No, and simple is good. Keep it simple, stupid. It's a good KISS principle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me about any advice that you'd give to anybody out here who might be thinking of starting a YouTube channel themselves, in terms of how you either marry that to a business, or how you maybe even create a business out of YouTube. What do you think? Go on, Kitch.
I say don't.
But really, if we can't stop them, how would you start?
Set boundaries, limit your time.
Yeah.
Like work-life balance is very important. Currently, we don't have any. We just work constantly. This is the first time I've had off in all year, probably.
You're working technically.
This is not off duty.
Still not off duty. No, just set boundaries. Enjoy it as well. I mean, it's for fun. Try and have some fun. If you can't have fun while you're doing it, then what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yeah, 100%. You've got to enjoy it.
You've got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have there been moments where you've just thought, what am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You know, and be specific.
There's more of them than there aren't.
Well, when was a big moment where you just thought, I can't do this anymore? Why?
Anytime I try working on that bloody imp I've got, to be honest with you, which is over there. It looks like a Citroen C6, but that is an imp, I promise.
Excellent.
It's when you're doing things for a deadline.
Yeah.
Actually, the hardest thing, you probably don't do it as much, but the hardest thing for me is going out and about.
Okay.
And doing stuff in the road tests and that, because like some people like Ian will just, haven't got a crush on him or anything. I know I keep talking about him, but it's just
no, he's a bit of a hero. We all love him.
But people like that, or like John, Auto Shenanigans, you can do the same thing. You just go out there and talk, and people are walking by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, mate, the public can see you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I stop if a car drives past about 2 miles away. I don't know, they might see. So yeah, I do struggle with that. So if you've got time constraints,
yeah,
the weather, daylight, that is such an annoying one, especially over the winter. Yeah. In the workshop, not so much, because it's my domain. I'm sort of confident enough in what I'm doing that,
sure.
Yeah, just kind of get on with it without worrying too much.
Excellent. What about you? I mean, you know, have you had a moment where you've gone, this isn't worth it, this is nuts?
Yeah, quite often. Quite often we think, what are we doing? Why are we carrying on with this? It's such hard work. And then we go, well, let's just kick back. Let's just not worry about it too much, and we'll release a video if we've got one ready.
Yeah.
And we still end up pushing and going, we've got to get this video ready for the weekend, otherwise there's not going to be a video.
That's a fair point, because
you've got to feed the beast.
You've got to the algorithm. It's so algorithm based now. There's no human element in YouTube. So they'll say like, you know, if they promote like if you need a mental health break or something like that. You know, don't worry about it. We're all going to be here when you come back. It's rubbish, isn't it? It's not. If you don't upload for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
It drops so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, and I never took it serious. I don't know about you guys. I never took it seriously. The numbers. I didn't even look at how many subscribers I had for ages, to be honest. I look at it and go, oh wow, that's good. I thought I'd get 100, so that's good. But yeah, if you don't feed it, it's like a treadmill, isn't it? If you jump off it while it's still going, it's hard to get back on it.
Yes.
It's unforgiving. It's really unforgiving.
Have you found that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's very unforgiving.
So let's talk money then. Let's get to the.
We're talking people out.
Let's get to the dirty moolah. How do you start earning money out of YouTube, and when do you start earning money, and how much do you earn?
I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Okay,
it changes.
What is a watch hour for the? For the numpties like
me. It literally is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
1 hour of somebody watching a video.
Okay.
So you've got to reach those goals before they even monetize you.
Because the way
once you get that to that point, sorry, Kitch, you get like a couple of pence, and then the first month you get a couple of quid, and then I think the best month we've had was December just gone. We got 320 quid or something,
right,
for a month.
I've got more than that.
And then January came, which is the worst, and we got like 100 quid. And
oh my goodness! Right. Okay. So what about you, Kitch? What's your earning capability, and how did you start monetizing?
Well, the thing with the watch hours, I've heard this recently from, I can't remember who I was speaking to. The criteria to become monetized keeps changing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I got on it, I was lucky, because I think it was actually quite easy. I had to do, I think it was 4,000 subs. Yeah, I think it was, 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours.
That's it.
And I didn't know what they were, but it made sense after a while, because you think, a lot of people just look at the number of views a video has, and they think, oh, that's the key thing.
Yeah.
But if someone clicks on it, watches 2 seconds and goes, that's a load of crap, and unclicks again, that's a view. So if you get a million of them, YouTube's made nothing, because they haven't shown any adverts.
No.
So the bit they kind of monetize it on is the actual hours, the amount of, you know, people starting to watch a video and watching it to the end.
Yep. Because for YouTube, it's the ads, isn't it? That's what makes the money.
Oh, we're just puppets.
If
you're a YouTuber, you're just a puppet. You're just YouTuber's way of making money. You know, if something doesn't cost you money, you're what's being sold. So, but I think, you kind of, the criteria keeps moving. So when I did it, I think it was the same. I think it was 1,000 subs, which I got to quicker than I thought I would. Yeah. 4,000 watch hours. There was something else on mine. I can't remember, but I think it's harder now. I don't know. If you were starting one now, it might be harder.
Yeah.
And then you have to set up an AdSense account, and it's
so there's admin behind it all.
I get tax letters from America.
Really?
Yeah. Do you?
Sorry?
I get tax letters from America.
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Do we get tax letters from America? No.
No.
I've done something wrong.
You're not earning enough. No.
If you see another Crown Vic pull up, tell me. I'm going to do a runner.
So this is, I mean, you are YouTubers. You call yourself influencers?
No.
No? Okay. What? I don't know what that means even. I think
I hate that word.
Everyone's an influencer when they have a conversation, aren't they?
Yeah.
But and for you guys, are you going to keep pressing on with this? Is this something that's in your blood now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell us about that. Why?
We want to reach the goal. We want to reach the goal where we can limit customers down and bring out some what I think are cooler projects, and crack on with some really cool stuff.
Playing with your toys for money.
Playing with our
clickbait,
tools
mate,
rather than
If you subscribe, I'll get my good cars out.
Exactly.
And tell us, Kitch, what about you? What's your future plans, and where? I mean, if we're going to be doing, well, this show's going to, I reckon it's going to be going for years. So 10 years time at this show, where do you want to be?
Do you know what, I live day to day. I don't have any plans as such. I just kind of wake up in the morning and go, oh, I'll do that today. In fact, if I plan things, that's when it goes wrong. So it's just, I'll stop doing YouTube if I stop sort of enjoying it. I don't know why I do it, if I'm honest with you. I just started doing it.
It sounds like it's fun.
It was just to tell everyone I had an SM. But I've done that.
No, honestly, both of you guys, when you watch you look like you're enjoying yourselves. And actually, that enhances my day. So it's perfectly all right. You know.
I think, I think the sort of, the little gaggle, if you like, of car, well, I say little gaggle, it's a massively oversaturated market, but the gaggle of car YouTubers, it's probably killed our car TV a little bit, because if you want to watch some idiot prattling around with a hydromatic Citroen, you can watch my stuff. But if you want to watch someone drive a Daihatsu, you watch Ian. And if you want to watch someone paint something, you watch these ones. And it's just, if you watch car programs, it was kind of catering for everyone. Whereas now it's so specific.
I think there's also there's an ethos that you guys have, and it's the same with Practical Classics. Is that we are honest about our mistakes.
Yeah,
we're honest about who we are. We're honest about our mistakes, and in fact, failure is much more interesting than success.
Isn't it just? Yeah.
You know, when you cock up or when something goes wrong, just celebrate it.
Yeah.
You know, get on it. It's really compelling.
Yeah, you've got to show you're human. I mean, it's risky in a way. I'm different to Lewis in the way that I try not to mix business and YouTube together. I actually try and keep them kind of separate.
Yeah, right.
Because the problem you've got is if you get some jumped up little family show, isn't it? If you get if you get a character in the comments and they're sort of slagging off what you're doing, you know, you think, well, if someone was saying Lewis is painting the car wrong, does he put anyone off? You know, like someone reading that comment going, oh, maybe he has. He might not have done it. He hasn't painted it wrong. No. It's just some know-all in the comment has said something. So it's kind of, it's a little bit risky.
So keyboard warriors, how do you deal with them? Or do you just ignore them?
We just ignore them.
Yeah.
I get into fights normally. With I bite. I'm terrible.
I think that's the right thing to do, because interaction is good for the algorithm.
Well, this is what John said. Old Shenanigans. He said if someone clicks dislike, it doesn't matter. No. They clicked something. They did something. If they write you're a so and so in the comments, doesn't matter. They wrote something in the comments. It gets bumped up. So it's like, I mean, Ian did something with Betty. He had a lot of. I mean, he gets a lot of grief. I've seen it. And he got something years ago, and he said in one of the videos, "It's my car alarm going off." Who's nicking my car?
It's one of those keyboard warriors, isn't it?
But they can buy it, but you know, he said that all the people who've sort of said negative things, been a keyboard warrior, blah blah blah, they've helped him buy this car and bring it back to the UK because they fed his algorithm. That went into his pocket at the end of the month. So that, if you really hate me, thanks, because you helped me buy my car.
Keep going, mate. More fool you.
Exactly that. So yeah, you do get them, but you're going to get them in every walk of life, aren't you?
So are you going to be filming today? Are you going to be doing any work today at all, or is it just fun?
I'm not.
Yeah, I think we're going to be getting the camera out and having a little film around. Yeah, a little.
Oh, well, I'm going to do it as well then.
Oh, look, here we go. It's a competition.
And it'll be better.
We're actually going to have a big fight down in the mosh pit at 12:30. Guys, thank you so much for coming up and being on stage with me. Please put your hands together for Kitch and Lewis. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Don't honk it.
It says don't honk it.
Don't honk it. Go on, honk it.